Get your pellet flies ready. We're feeding some fish. Hey, I'm Ben. I'm a huge fly fisherman. Maybe you've heard people talk about feeding fish when they're fly fishing and wondered what that means. Well, it's got nothing to do with trout chow. It means a couple things. You could say, I landed 6 redfish today, but I fed 9. That just means that 9 fish ate your fly. But if you hear someone say, wow, you really fed that one, or that fish was tough to feed, that means the angler was doing something to make that fish bite. If you have a fish that's interacting with your fly but not really committing, you can do things with your fly to make that fish eat. Hopefully. What this is really about is interpreting the fish's body language and reacting accordingly. And this whole video implies that you can see the fish, if that wasn't clear already. Let's start at the point where you've just spotted a fish, you haven't made a cast yet. You have to decide if it's worth even casting at all. Let's say you're on a saltwater flat and there are 2 redfish swimming in a straight line at a speed faster than you can walk. Those are not high percentage fish. Those fish are not feeding. They're traveling somewhere, probably your mom's house. If you want to cast at those fish, you certainly could get lucky and peel one off, but it's a long shot. We'll get to trout in a second. Now let's say you're on a bonefish flat or carp, whatever, it's all the same. You see a fish, it's moving slower than you would walk. It's vaguely moving in a general direction, but it's also going from side to side a little bit, checking stuff out. It might stop every now and then and stick its face in the mud, or you might see it speed up and chase something. This is the fish that you want to throw at. It's foraging, it's actively feeding. Okay, trout now. Sometimes it's obvious as a trout is a player. Is it rising over and over again, eating bugs off the surface? Yeah, definitely show your fly to that fish. Or maybe you see a trout, but it's right on the bottom, not moving. Dead still, fins clamped. You are not going to catch that fish, I promise you. Go find another one. You need to read the fish's body language and behavior and decide if a fish is worth your time or not, because sometimes it's not. Okay, so you found a player, you made a cast without spooking it, good job. Now what? Fast strip? Slow strip? The gerbil? Do you let the fly just sit there? This is when you have to use your instincts about what a fish is thinking, which is hard for me because I'm not a fish. Generally, what I try to do is mirror the fish's behavior. If the fish is moving around excitedly, fins are popped, he's all jacked up, I'm probably gonna give my fly a quick pop or 2 to make sure he sees it, and that's it. He's gonna find it and jump on it. Look for that gill flare. That means the fish ate your fly and it's time to set the hook. If my target fish is a little more subdued and just kind of ambling along, I'm gonna let the fly sit still until he intercepts it, then maybe just give it a slow drag. I'm matching the fish's pace. That is what I do. Now's a good time to say that you could ask 10 different anglers what to do in a given situation and you'll get 10 different answers. Last week we were trout fishing and fishing streamers from the boat and getting a lot of follows, but the fish weren't committing. So we had the conversation right there. What should you do in the fly when that's happening? I've always said that you should just keep doing what you were doing in the first place, but there were 2 other guys in the boat and one said they like to speed it up and one said they like to slow it down. No one is wrong here because there is no right answer. Every situation is different. Every fish is different. Let's keep it on trout here for a minute and talk about how you can feed a rising trout. And I mean a steady feeder, a trout that is rising at a somewhat regular pace, not once every 2 minutes. This is about timing. They get in a rhythm and you want to put your fly in front of their face at just the right moment or it's going to float right over their head. When I'm casting at a steadily rising trout, I'm not gonna lead them by much. I'll land the fly just a foot or 2 in front of them, softly. That way I can get the timing better and I'll have better control of my drift because I'm not coming at them from 10 feet upstream. Let's switch to bass for a minute. You're fishing a frog or something on the surface. When a bass comes up to the fly and does the hover underneath thing but doesn't eat it, what do? To twitch or not to twitch? Well, earlier this year, when Wes Hodges told me every time you want to twitch that fly, wait 10 more seconds, I was listening. That stuck with me. And it works. If you have a bass doing the hover, don't move the fly. How about bass that are on the bottom and you can see them? They're following your crayfish pattern along the bottom, but not eating it. I'm going back to mirroring the fish. If it looks real excited, I'm gonna move that fly a little more aggressively. If the fish is just kind of meh, like it's following your fly, but doesn't look all that jazzed about it, I'm gonna do a slow drag, or maybe just let it sit still. And then I'll think about what swear words I wanna use when the fish doesn't eat my fly. So we've discussed what fish you should cast to or not. We've talked about what to do when the fish are reacting to your fly. How about when you get a refusal or maybe spook a fish? If you get a refusal, you aren't completely cooked. Like if you just stripped the fly out of the zone and the fish lost it, try again, especially if the fish didn't really change what it was doing. It's still hanging out right there looking for food. Try another cast. But if your fish is suddenly swimming away, maybe toward deep water, you're done, dude. Don't even bother trying to sneak another one in there. Just blame your guide and start looking for another target. Or for trout, when I put down an entire pod of active risers, I know it's time to move on. That's it for this one. I hope you learned something from this video, but there's no substitute for time on the water, interacting with fish, and learning from them instead of from some guy on the internet. So thanks for watching another one of my huge fly fisherman videos. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, the first cast is by far the most important, and stay huge. I just did a whole video about feeding fish and didn't talk about permit once.